right, good evening. Welcome to the April 29th Personnel Board meeting. This meeting will be broadcast live and recorded by Foxborough Cable Access. We have a few items on the agenda for tonight. To start with, we'll review and approve the minutes from the March 4th meeting. I've reviewed the minutes and didn't have any comments.
I approve. I read as well. I motion to approve the meeting minutes from our last meeting.
Second. No.
Okay, all in favor?
Right.
All opposed? None? All right. So the first topic is to discuss and vote on the fiscal 26 non-union managerial pay plan.
Yes.
Mike, you want to take that?
Thank you. So we have for the board's consideration the proposed FY26 pay plan for non-union managerial employees. We didn't restructure anything with the existing pay plan. Really, what was there? There were three really components that are really fitted into the currently existing structure. With the first, just in terms of hourly rate, there's proposed a 3% increase to the FY25 hourly rates. In this, cost of living adjustment is consistent with the FY26 COLA increases adopted in most of the town's collective bargaining agreements to date. So what we're really trying to do and working towards is having alignment throughout a lot of our employee groups, as many as possible. Also included in the proposed FY26 pay plan, we're proposing a restructuring of what is currently a community response social worker role. We're proposing a restructuring of that role to become a director of clinical services role in the non-union pay plan at a grade 8. And then also one of the other priorities that the town has had underway now also is utilizing the opioid settlement funds that Foxborough and every other community has been receiving to bring on a community substance use coordinator position. That would also be a non-union position. And we're proposing that to be at a proposed grade 6 in the non-union pay plan. The director of clinical services role, as I mentioned, we have had that role as a community response social worker role. That has really turned into be a real extremely critical role, in working with and partnering fire and police. It's a very critical boots on the ground role that has made just a huge impact. And as I mentioned, bring on the substance use coordinator role. The director of clinical services would be supervising that role as well, which is another reason for the restructuring of that role as well. So both extremely critical, and where we're proposing both of the hourly rates there, fit in really to the comps that we have previously done with regards to the community response social worker role. And also we had to go out to make sure we had a really, really good understanding of where a similar suited communities are hiring for the substance abuse coordinator role as well, we're right in line with them as well.
Quick question on the community substance abuse coordinator. The funds that we get, the opioid funds that we get, is that ongoing?
It's
how long into?
I believe Foxborough took a lump sum. There different ways that our communities have had to accept the funding. I believe in and I believe we accepted those funds prior to me, so I'm not sure the mechanism. But we have projected that out.
So
in terms of how long we'll be able to fund that.
Okay.
A lot of it will really depend on who we're able to hire and at what rate. And those and those are considerations that are very at the top of mind here, because everything is affecting, everything is affecting everything at that point. But yeah, like those considerations are at the top of mind. It's just, this is really our first time as a town hiring into that market, and so we won't know exactly how long, how much those projections will take us, until we really go out to the market and see who's available, who's a fit for Foxborough. But yeah, we do have even updated models of how long we'll be able to really fund this role for.
Okay. And both positions are salaried?
They would be hourly.
Oh, both, but even the director is an hourly position?
Yes.
Okay, I can see the coordinator, okay.
Yeah, they both will be non-exempt positions.
Okay.
Okay, and I didn't have any questions on the COLA. I know we've done that in the past to try to align to the bargaining.
Sorry, I
And
jumped ahead.
the substance abuse coordinator, I was good with that, and I appreciate the questions. On the Director of Clinical Services role, do we already have somebody in the existing role? That would be,
Yes.
are they transferring into this, or is it opening up?
Yes, it'll be like a restructured role of the existing position.
To a promotion.
For that
Yes.
individual, okay. And is that moving from a union position to a non-union
It
position?
is.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And so their the individual in there now is step 11?
Yes.
So they'd be moving to step 11 on the non-union pay scale, grade 8?
No, the incumbent in the position now makes $43.08 an hour, and generally speaking, because again, like if we were to go from like an 11 to like in the non-union pay plan to a step 10, that would be very
It'd be a big jump.
rich. What we're practically envisioning is going from the step 11, I believe in the B5, to a step 6 on the FY26 non-union pay plan. And that's already and that only includes the 3% that's already built in anyways as well.
Gotcha.
Okay. That makes sense. I don't have any other questions on it.
No, I mean, we've talked to both chiefs before on the AdCom, and they very much back this position and the value they gain from it. I'm assuming this is already included in the FY26 budget?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I remembered, okay.
Okay. So, looking for a motion to approve.
This, I make a motion to approve the additional position of community service use coordinator. And then I also approve, motion to approve the restructuring of the director, or the creation and restructuring of the director of clinical services position. And I also make a motion to approve the COLA at 3%.
Do we need to address those one by one, or do we do it
I
all?
think we can second, we'll approve all of those in one.
All right, second that motion.
All right, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Nope.
Look how efficient we are.
All right, Mike, with next topic is the part-time seasonal pay, and I know we already approved the DPW and recreational,
Yes.
right?
Yes, like in the other, like in the other parts of this, actually a lot of those prior rates have been in effect since FY23. Actually most of the rates we're proposing we leave alone as well. The only rates that are proposed to be adjusted, like you just mentioned, the DPW rate, the DPW rate for seasonal labor that the board already approved. And with regards to the assessor field inspection rate, with regards to the residential rate per parcel right now is $20, and we're proposing that we have both residential and commercial the same at $32 for both. So that's the adjustment there. And
So what is that, the $32, what does that represent? That's not like an hourly rate for a person,
yeah,
right?
no, yeah, like it's $32 per parcel that is inspected.
Gotcha.
So like $32 per parcel of land. We do actually just really for the board's our edification, we do currently have the service contracted out to a third party. So chances are we won't have to even draw on this or use it, but just in case we do, if we need to have that flexibility or we get in a gym, having this updated really just keeps, allows us really to have the flexibility in the future year.
And is that what we're paying the third party, the 32?
I think it's generally the same, I believe, is what, I heard from the finance team, it's a more updated market rate.
Because commercial went from like 30 to 32, which was a small change, but residential was 20 to 32, which is a pretty significant change from the last. Right?
And if I had to guess, it's basically it's basically based on a parcel rather than the type of parcel. A parcel's a parcel, rather than breaking up the type of parcel. If I had to guess, that's probably the logic. In terms of being able to attract someone, but chances are we won't even really have to worry about doing that because we already have it all contracted out anyways. And then the only other update here that is actually being proposed is the rate of a provisional firefighter. We're bringing that up in line with what is what we plan to pay a step 1 EMT basic and a step 1 medic at $30 an hour in FY26.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with those. For the DPW and the intern, I think those were the only ones that changed in the top. Did we already approve those at the last? Okay, so we're just,
The only thing you approved, is the DPW, actually.
not the intern. That changed
No.
slightly as well, right? Okay. So I think we just need a motion to approve the intern rate change, the assessor field inspection, and the provisional firefighter, right? Those are the only three pieces that are changing?
Yes.
Sure, I'll make a motion to approve the new seasonal pay and step changes for interns, the parcel per the assessor field inspection, and the provisional firefighter as laid out in our pay plan.
Seconded.
All in favor? All right, any opposed? Nope. Okay. And then the last
Yep.
topic to vote on is the policy guide longevity update.
Yes, I can just, this also, again, coming from, the same place of trying to have alignment between different employee and bargaining groups. We did and have, in a lot of the agreements that we have reached with our union so far, they do actually include a $25 increase in the longevity tables from years 5 through 20. And we're proposing that we update that for our non-union employees accordingly as well, just so we have that alignment and consistency as much as possible.
And these are all just once-a-year payments
Yes.
based on service?
Yes, yes, sir.
For all salaried employees, full-time salaried employees?
It's actually,
Full-time and regular, part-time, okay, I see it, yeah.
yeah, your regular full-time and regular part-time employee based on average daily hours. Yeah, and that's also based on uninterrupted service as well.
Okay,
So based on average daily hours, meaning that they'd get a prorated amount?
Yeah,
If they're-
yeah, this is based on 8 hours. Like if they're working at 7.5 hours or 7 hours or any other corresponding number, it would be prorated.
is this pretty standard? I'm not as familiar with,
Yes.
yeah, pretty standard in,
Yeah, the
Town
municipal
budget.
space,
Yeah, yes.
absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Do you know when the last time we updated it was?
No, I'm sorry, I wish,
So
yeah, I knew that answer.
it's not something we update every year. It's something that we
You know, yeah, my sense is it hasn't been updated in like at least a few years.
probably since the last collective bargaining agreement, I'd imagine now. Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the proposed update to personnel and policy guide longevity table based on the attachments we received.
I second it.
All in favor? Any opposed? Okay.
Thank you.
And then, yes, Mike, were there any other updates to
Yeah, like, and
discuss?
just like very generally, like we just, talked about, the personnel guide, one of our priorities we're at the beginning of, is really taking a look at all the provisions, like in the personnel guide, really to take account for what, provisions may be updated, I'm sorry, like what provisions need to be updated, what provisions are outdated, and can really bring back to the board some like overarching proposed updates. To be honest with you tonight, coming before the board and just actually, if you will, like reopening one part of it. I mean, like when as we know, once we open it, like, there's always a an opportunity or, like an impetus really to do more. We were trying, just in planning for FY26, we really just wanted the longevity to be brought before tonight, but we are already aware, of other areas where we do need updates, so, maybe in the fall, like, if the board would be open really to meeting, and, and really, like, going through with me, kind of where we are, taking a look at, where we really need to have updates, and then go, through that process from there. I think that would be really helpful going forward.
Yeah,
Sure.
we can
Here
do
to
that.
help.
Okay, thank you.
I know that we've looked at some of the specific policies over the past couple of years, but I'm sure we haven't
Yeah.
come close to reviewing the whole
That
thing.
was the tech policy, right?
Yeah, a bunch of
Tech
different things, the
policy,
tech,
the firearm policy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about
remote work policy.
Remote
Yeah,
work
yeah.
policy, yeah.
Gone through a few, yeah.
The Personnel and Policy Guide was adopted by the Select Board in June of 2021, but then was amended and adopted September 2022, but that was because we changed Board of Selectmen to Select Board. So I would say that longevity was adopted in 21,
Got it.
which would make sense with the last contract.
Okay. Any other topics to cover?
No, I don't have anything else.
Okay, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
Second.
All in favor?
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.